Emissary of joy at angel angles and well-being and wonder. And I'm so grateful for you all to be here today as we're going to be talking about affirmations and stepping into your power using positivity. Hello, Hamali. Glad you're here.
Thank you.
And I have my wing woman, Pam Bolkin, who is going to be helping in the background. And Pam is the energy lifter, vibration shifter, and the author of chapter 14, Stress Relief Using Energy Healing for Optimal Health. So we're so glad that you're here today. And I wanted to give you an overview of the things that we're going to talk about. So it's going to be a fun and interactive. I'm not going to just talk for the whole 45 minutes and have questions. We'll determine what are affirmations and why should we use them. And I'll give you some examples of affirmations. And we're going to do a couple of exercises. So hopefully you have paper and something to write with, because this is going to be a fun part of the affirmation process. If time permits, I'm going to draw a word of wisdom guidance card for everyone. And I have to show you the first card that came up today because this synchronicity is just too much. So I was taking these cards, there's 52 in the deck, and I was taking them out, and this is the card I drew that came out first on the deck. Morning, Carol, glad you're here. So affirmations, and it says, I think positive thoughts that change my life. And that's why we're here today. So I had to share that. That was so awesome. So what are affirmations? And I'm going to read a few paragraphs from my chapter. And this will answer what are affirmations and why should we use them in our lives. And then we'll give some examples of affirmations. So we're going to create affirmations here that you can take away and start using today. So what are affirmations? They are short, powerful statements that we think, write, or speak out loud, used to consciously activate positivity and transform our lives. They are declarations, a visual blueprint, a virtual blueprint, or an instruction manual of what we are consciously creating in our lives. Why should I use affirmations? We are all powerful creators. The thoughts we think and the words we write and speak are magnetically calling forth these things to us. We are paving our future with these thoughts, which create our reality. It is estimated we have about 50,000 thoughts a day, and most of them are not pretty. Often we are extremely critical of ourselves, and we would never dream of talking to another the way our inner critic speaks to us. We get consumed with thoughts of worry, doubt, or unworthiness. Affirmations are the opposite of worrying. Affirmations are like prayers we offer to make things go right, and worrying is like asking for something to go wrong. They are at opposite sides of the spectrum. We can notice these critical thoughts and choose to pay attention to the thoughts we want to further cultivate in our lives. Affirmations are like saying, yes, please, or I'd like more of this, to the goodness and grace flowing in our lives. Whatever we focus upon is the direction we head. We've seen this when we're learning to drive. If we looked at something at the side of the road, our vehicle drifted that way. What we focus on expands. This is one of the core principles in the law of attraction. That which is like unto itself is drawn. An affirmation only needs to feel about 50% believable for it to resonate with you at a cellular level. An affirmation gives you grow room for it to become your reality. or for the law of pure potentiality as taught by Dr. Deepak Chopra to expand and to make it our truth. By speaking the affirmation out loud, it becomes even more powerful because we are also activating the throat chakra in the process, which further raises the vibration within the body. Repeating an affirmation out loud 3 times exponentially increases its effectiveness. Standing up, speaking loudly and powerfully compounds the value of the affirmation. It allows you to step more fully into your power using the healing powers of positivity. Affirmations that include the statement, I am, are extremely powerful. Whatever follows the I am becomes our truth. Let's be vigilant with the statements we think and say about ourselves. We want to select empowering statements that improve the energy vibration in our life. We always have the choice. It's up to us. As an example, if we say, I am tired, I am sick, I am broke, I'm not worthy, I'm stuck, we're calling more of that low vibration to us. Those are examples of negative affirmations. So, does anyone have any questions so far? Okay, I wanted to share, last year I was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, and I was having a hard time with the traditional Western treatment, which was chemotherapy and potentially surgery. So I wanted the surgery, but the word surgery was really scary for me. And I was hopefully going to have the Whipple procedure, and I was borderline whether or not I was going to have that. And about a month before my surgery, I woke up, I was inspired by the angels to draw this healing map, and on it, they had me write affirmations of healing and to draw a healing stream. So here is what the angels had me draw. And they wanted me to draw this healing stream where my diagnosis was on one end and vibrant health was the goal that I was traveling to. And along the way was how I wanted to feel. And so some of the affirmations that I was guided to use are, hope is the conduit for miracles. I am loved, I am supported, I am protected. The angels have my back. And an inch towards the side here, where I was cancer-free. When I drew this, I didn't know I was going to be cancer-free, but I sent the vibration to the universe that that's what I wanted. So I wanted vibrant health with the infinity symbol here, and I wanted to be cancer-free. And the affirmations associated with that were, I am whole, I am healed, I am complete. And so I took a picture of this journal page with me to the hospital. And when I had my surgery, I reframed it. Instead of calling it surgery, I called it Operation Hope. And my chemo port, I was guided to call that Esperanza, which in Spanish means hope. And I'm not Spanish, I don't speak Spanish, I took it in high school, but that was just like so powerful for me. I was just so grateful. So when I took this page to the hospital with me, the nurses were like, oh, you're such a cool artist. And I'm like, I'm not an artist. So being able to receive what is given to us is something I'm working on, being a better receiver. So today we're going to craft some affirmations. And one of the first things I'd like you to do is to think about drawing your two hands on a piece of paper. And I traced mine. And so this little exercise that we're going to do will help craft affirmations for us. So left hand and right hand, and whichever hand is your dominant hand, that's the hand that you want to consider the 5 things that you want to cultivate, that you want to keep, that you want to hold on to. And on your non-dominant hand, things you want to let go of. And as you're drawing that, I will just say, so you don't have to do all 5, you can. I just did 3 because it was quick. And we have an hour together. So some of the things I wanted less of were less clutter, less relying on approval from others, less doing. Things I wanted to cultivate more of: connection, a feeling of sanctuary, and being. So go ahead and do that. What we've done in the past is like written the words on the fingers, and so that's cool. You can share it if you'd like. So go ahead and spend some time on that. And if you would like, you can put your comments in the chat or come on speaker and talk about some of the things you'd like to hold on to or the things you'd like to let go of.
So while they're writing those, I'll just let you know out on Facebook, we've got Lisa K saying hi.
Hi, Lisa K. Glad you're here.
Erica Putnam saying hi.
Hi, Erica.
And Kelly Meyerson says she loves your healing map.
Oh, thank you, Kelly. I put a picture of that healing map. I wrote an ultimate guide to surviving pancreatic cancer and posted that in May. And that was one of the graphics that I used in my article. That's on my webpage. So if you want to check that out, you can. So does anyone have any thing they'd like to share as we're doing this so that we can cultivate some affirmations today that you can go and use?
Janette.
Douglas.
Yeah, so you said on the, could you repeat again? You said on the dominant hand, things you want to keep?
Yes. And on the non-dominant hand, things you want to let go of. Things
That's
you want to
interesting.
release.
I'm right-handed, but everything I do, like throw a ball, I do left-handed.
So that happened to my dad too, and he was made to be right-handed. My dad's 84, and it was not culturally acceptable for people to be left-handed, so he was forced to be right-handed. I see some head nods there.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, you do whatever you'd like. The thing is, we just want to develop things that we want more of, things we want less of, so that when we craft these affirmations, we've got a starting point. Laughter, celebration, deep connection, ease, and fun. Ooh, those are all wonderful things to conjure up more of. And we're going to spend a few moments more in this process. So Barbara, did you want to share yours? I couldn't tell if you wanted to share yours.
Oh, well, I will. I was just gonna write it. On my left hand, I'm right-handed, I put, so I'd like to have less clutter and excess art supplies, because I'm still trying to get rid of, and it seems like it's not happening. I'd like to get rid of some weight. I want less weight and less anxiety. I've been having quite a bit of anxiety.
Okay.
On my right hand, joy, health, creativity, prosperity, family, and friends.
Oh, wonderful. So we have some great things to work with there, Barbara.
Good.
Awesome.
Let's do it, right?
Yes, yes. Self-care, private time, my own sanctuary. Yes, I love the feeling of sanctuary. That's what I'm trying to develop. In my home, we have a assisted living or independent living facility next to us. And so there's a lot of things that I would prefer didn't happen. And so I'm trying to cultivate a feeling of sanctuary where I am, where we are in the house. So letting go of worry, confusion, perfectionism, concern, or attachment to others' approval. Yeah, those are all great. So if you're ready to move forward, I'm going to read a few different types of affirmation. More, less clutter, less dominant, letting go of the past. Those are all fantastic. So think about some of these, and if something sparks your interest, write that down. You may need another piece of paper. So I have some affirmations on the resource page on my website. So that's where I printed these. And the first one is affirmations for work. So let me read these. I don't know that anybody mentioned about work, but today I send me, my workspace, my coworkers, and all those I interact with blessings of love. I am making valuable contributions. I enjoy being creative during my day. My work matters. I am willing to learn something new today. I am an encourager. This is affirmations for family. So family, friends, connection. Today, I let my family know how important they are to me. I am an encourager. I get the rest I need so that I can better navigate my responsibilities. I let love guide my situation. I look at the big picture of the situation at hand. I'm sorry, I misread that. I let love guide my every thought, word, and deed. I remember my sense of humor and use it often to bless myself and others. I am grateful for the gift of my family. Affirmations for abundance. I am grateful for the many blessings in my life. I am grateful and appreciative of the gift of ideas and inspiration in my life. I am grateful and appreciation of the gift of family and friends in my life. I bless my source of income with love now and trust that it is expanding in known and unknown ways. I allow myself to dream of a better life. I allow myself to receive even more. I acknowledge each gift, complement an act of kindness with a sense of overwhelming gratitude. I allow humor and childlike wonder in as I imagine that money really does grow on trees. I generously give to others, knowing that my kindness is multiplied in return. So if any of these are speaking to you, you might want to just jot them down and think about developing your affirmations. I have some affirmations for self-care. I am grateful for this precious vessel, this beautiful body that houses my soul. I am worthy and deserving of tending to myself. I allow myself to receive goodness and grace. I schedule time to regularly indulge in self-care measures, knowing I am worthy and deserving. I treat myself with great respect and dignity. I am so worth it. I know that by taking good care of myself, I am better able to navigate all areas of my life. I get the rest I need. I fuel myself with nourishing foods and beverages. I am careful about who, what, and where I spend my time. I say yes only when it feels right. I allow myself to say no to protect my peace of mind. I'm gonna just check. Pam?
Yeah, I just wanted to add in there that on Facebook, Kelly Meyerson has added what she wants to cultivate is self-love, present moment attunement, community development, financial abundance, and organization. And what she wants to let go of is need to please, lone action, trying to do it all herself, limiting beliefs, clutter, and frustration over little things.
Awesome, Kelly. Thank you for sharing that. Another thing, I'm just full of magic today. Another thing, I'm doing Hamali's 21 Day of Abundance, and after the meditation, we went on the walk today, and I found this along my journey, a $10 bill. So it was all crumpled and dirty, and I picked it up and said I would take good care of it. I would bless someone with this. So I came home and put it in the washing machine and washed it, and now it's still just a little damp, but it's so happy, and I'm so happy. So I had to share that today. That was being open to receive, and my dog actually found it for me because he veered off to a little path. So I had to be open to letting him go where he wanted to go. So I just love that. I also have a list of affirmations for difficult times. So let me go ahead and read those, and I'll begin here. I am grateful for the gift of my life, even when things are difficult. I get the rest that I need so that I can better navigate my responsibilities. I ask myself often, what do I need at this moment, and act accordingly. I ask for help before I reach my breaking point. I allow others to assist me. I remember to breathe. I enjoy nourishing food and hydrate regularly. I remember I am human and need love, support, and acceptance, and reach out to those who encourage me. I am loved, supported, and protected every step of the journey.
Hey, Tut. Hi. Whoa. Okay.
Carol, did you want to share?
Oh, hey, hang on just a sec. Let me, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I was live. Yeah, I'm enjoying this. I really like the idea of using the hands. I think that's a really beautiful way to look at it because it makes it more personal, you know. And yeah, I have things I want to let go of, limitations I set for myself, you know, because I think I'm a pretty good manifester of a lot of things. And the only thing I really don't seem to manifest is money. And so that creates limitations in other areas. So I definitely want to let go of my limitations around financial issues. So, yeah.
Awesome. So maybe you want to cultivate that sense of abundance. So abundance, I used to think it was only monetary, only financial abundance, but it's like a whole feeling, a whole what makes you feel rich. And like for me, I love to wear flowy clothes and pretty clothes. And when I do that, I feel rich. When I have half and half in my coffee, I feel rich. So what are those things that, you know, you love? And you might want to say something like, think about the stories that you've been told about money. I remember hearing when I was in high school, some of the kids thought I was a rich kid because we lived on the hill. I came home and I asked my mom, "Are we rich?" And she's like, "No, we're practically poor. Why would you think we were rich?" You know, so it's just like perception. So one of those things to be open to receive, to allow ourselves to receive the goodness and grace flowing. So there's so much there's so much abundance. The universe is abundant. And so if we allow the abundance to come through, that we're worthy, that money isn't a bad thing. So you might want to consider some of those thoughts that you maybe heard as a child, that money doesn't grow on trees. And one of the invitations is maybe money really does grow on trees. Today, it grew on the ground. It grew
yeah,
on the
I'm going to go
ground
walk
for
in your
me.
neighborhood.
Yes, yes. And I find coins all the time, but to find a $10 bill, that was like, ooh, so cool.
That's great. Yeah, I mean, I think I'm really capable. I mean, I've always been able to manifest things. Like instead of manifesting the money to buy things, you know, I manifest the things. Like I was given a couple $1,000 electronic keyboard grand piano recently. I mean, that's like amazing. I had put out a list of like 6 things I wanted for my music, and I got them all. I mean, I got them all for free.
Wow.
And so, but
Yes.
now I just want to get the money so that I can deal with other things, you know. So it's so funny. I managed to do it for everything else. So I just have to figure out what the block is for that one thing, because I'm really very good at manifesting everything else. So I'm going to say I'm really good at manifesting money. How's that?
Yes, yes, that's right. That's terrific. And you may want to do Hamali's class, or is it too late, Hamali? We're on day 3.
So on day 5, you will be able to create your own if you want to. And I can help you with that. And it's really, I created the group, but it's Deepak Chopra's, I think it's a viral meditation going on.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
they're
I'd love
on.
to get the link to that.
Yeah, and they're on YouTube, Carol, also. So,
okay.
And Douglas, you have something to share?
I do. I just wanted to ask you something. And it brought it up to me again when you showed your map that you created as you were going through your healing, and how powerful it was before it was a powerful tool you used before you even knew you were going to heal. So how the importance of putting images with affirmations.
Well, to me, it was very powerful because not too long ago, I didn't even feel comfortable drawing a heart. I couldn't draw a stick person. And that was kind of a block for me. Somewhere in my childhood, somebody told me that doesn't look like whatever. And it's like, well, I can't draw. So I believed that. And so to be able to receive this guidance, to draw this map, to change my feeling about the surgery that I was going to have, to call it Operation Hope, because it really was my hope to have a long and healthy life. And I feel that the imagery was really important in the process. And so I drew it and then I colored it after because it just looked pretty. And then when I took a copy of it to the hospital, I took a color copy of it with me. So did that answer your question?
Yeah, it does. And did you, when you were doing that, did you create the affirmations at the same time?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I did it all. I woke up one morning, I had this, I had prayed for the strength to go through this surgery because the Whipple procedure, it was a possibility I could lose my stomach, bile ducts, gallbladder. They take your intestines and make a new bile duct system. So it's very intensive and they cut you from your breastbone to your belly button. So it's like, you know, it's major. So to be able to shift my feeling about that was just a miracle and magic.
I think it's powerful. It's very powerful.
So awesome.
Really.
You know, some of the things that I put on my, it's like, it's interesting when I started writing it down, it's not so much, for me, it's about a deep spiritual knowing, magic, love, and that being deeply rooted to others. And what I wanted to give up was fear, and anxiety and worry. And one of the big things that not the feeling that I don't have anything to offer. So.
And you have so much to offer. Oh my goodness,
Yes.
Douglas. And do you know the story of Elizabeth Gilbert, Eat, Pray, Love, her description of fear in Big Magic, where she says, fear is coming along on the road trip, but fear doesn't have to drive the car. Fear, you can tell fear to get in the back seat and to be quiet. And I just love that, you know, it's a very simple thing. It's like, okay, well, and I don't want fear to make the choice of, okay, we're going to stop here or we're not going here. You know, we want to be the ones. So that imagery might help you too as you move forward in your confidence level of, I feel the fear and move forward in faith. You know, something like that, because we're always going to have fear. That's our protective mechanism. But as Laura says, she feels
I feel the fear and choose to move forward in faith. I like choose.
Yeah.
For me, it's like, okay, you know, I always think about guidance and self-will. So it's like I always have a choice. I love choice, the choice.
Yes, we all love the freedom to choose, and that's so important. Let me just scroll down. Pam, is there any questions?
Well, there aren't any questions, right? Bernie had posted on Facebook. He says, allow an abundance of affirmations. And then he's got a hashtag spread hope.
Awesome.
And Laura DeFranco had put online, rich is the perception, yes. And yes, there is no block to money. You just think there is.
Yeah, I'll share here. I'm going to be doing a presentation on abundance next month on 8-8, which 8 is the symbol for infinity. And I love numbers. I'm a numbers geek. So one of the things I used to believe was that my husband and I had to work doubly hard for a living because we're both Saturday's child. And that fairy tale that says, Monday's child is fair of face, Tuesday's child is full of grace, Wednesday's child is full of woe, Thursday's child has far to go, Friday's child is something, which escapes me at the moment, and then Saturday's child has to work hard for a living. We'll have to figure out does anyone know what Friday's child is? But since my husband and I were both Saturday, I believe that. And so I use that as that we really had to struggle hard to make ends meet. And guess what? That happened to us. So thankfully I left that in the dust. So another exercise and you can come back to the hands later and the creation of the affirmations. So another thing that I like to do is this acrostic. So you may have done this as a kid where you take your first name and write it down the side of a page, and then you write words or phrases that associate with the letter. And so my friend and I do this for different events. We do it as a rampage of love, a rampage of appreciation, using all the letters of the alphabet and things that we're grateful for. So this is just kind of a fun little exercise. So I have my word of the year, celebrate. Last year it was flourish. And then I have my tagline, love, joy, peace. So you can do this, and it's a really fun exercise, and it is detailed more in my chapter. And does anybody have any affirmations that they've thought about that they'd like to share?
I've got Dot on Facebook, she's just saying, yes, sit back and relax and shut up in your seat talking to fear.
That's great. And Barbara, thank you for Friday's child. I could see it in your eyes that you knew the answer. Friday's child is loving and giving. And Saturday's child has to work hard for a living. Sunday's child, Barbara, you probably know that one too. I always have enough money, time, and resources to save, spend, share, and give. That's Laura's
Sunday's
affirmation.
child is full of grace.
Sunday's child is full of grace. Awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Well, Tuesday's child is full of grace. The child that's born on the Sabbath day is bonny and blithe and good and gay. That's what it is.
Oh, very good. Very good. So according to that, it was extra special to be born on Sunday, and it really sucked to be born on Saturday because you had to work hard for a living.
I am a Sunday child.
Oh,
Who said that?
Cheryl Ann.
Cheryl Ann is a Sunday
Oh, I don't see
child.
that on there.
Awesome.
Oh.
Sorry.
And since there's a small group of us here, I thought it would be fun that I would pull a word of wisdom guidance card for each of us. And if you were not here in the beginning, when I took these cards out of the box, out of the holder, this is the card that came out. Affirmation. I think positive thoughts that change my life. So that was so cool. So out of 52 cards, my friend and I have a venture called Wellbeing and Wonder, and we developed these Word of Wisdom guidance cards. So as you're working, doing your acrostic, if you'd like for me to pull a card for you, and these have words of guidance, they have affirmations, they have mantras, so there's different things on them. So if you'd like one, you can either raise your hand or you can, okay, Barbara and Hamali. Oh, Barbara, nourish.
Okay. Nourish.
And this, I am full of life and vitality. I am full of life and vitality.
Well, I am a Sunday's child also, so.
Oh,
Just,
awesome. Awesome. So this also is a wonderful card for health and for wellness and to live your life as making these choices that fill you with being more having more vitality, choosing the foods and the beverages that make you feel alive and radiant. So nourish. So may that bless your heart. And Hamali, you raised your hand.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Breathe. In, out, in and out. This is a very good reminder to consciously do your breath work and to just take time in the day to take 3 beautiful deep breaths. And it's such a gift. We do this unconsciously all the time.
I definitely needed that.
Awesome. Laura,
Yeah, Laura
would love a
DeFranco
card.
is, yeah, Laura wanted one and it looks like Douglas wants one.
And Douglas wants one.
And I would like one too.
And I would
Okay,
like one too.
Cheryl Ann. Okay, Laura. Courage.
And I've got a few on Facebook.
Okay, wait a minute. How did you pull courage for me, Miss Janette? Is that like a magical thing or what? I had to unmute for that. You're going to hear all my background noise now.
No, that's so cool. Okay, so yes, courage. All right, we're going to talk about this here. Your heart will carry you through. So this is as opposed to I'm going to will myself to move forward, just my own strength. This is focusing on the desires of your heart to do what you want. And I'm a feeler, so I am covered in angel bumps from head to toe right now. You probably could see it on the live here.
That's amazing and awesome.
And
thank you, Janette.
You're welcome. And this blue color is associated with Archangel Michael, who is the right hand angel, the head angel. And the color associated is this blue. Also, there's purple associated with Archangel Michael. And so he is like a badass angel, as you would say. And I think he's there with you and cheering you on to have the courage to listen to your heart and move forward.
I love it. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm putting these back in the deck because these cards may apply to someone else. And Douglas, I think you were next, and then Cheryl Ann. Douglas, clarity. Was that one of the things that you wanted more of? So the card says, what do I need more of? What do I need less of? Make a list for each. So you're already ahead of the game. We did that with the hands, but you may want to make a more comprehensive list. And the background color of this card is green. So healing, Archangel Raphael, the healing angel. The California Mission, San Rafael, is just across the Golden Gate Bridge from where Douglas lives. And that's one of the cool places my friend and I ventured to. And
Where
Cheryl
I
Ann. Oh, that's your hometown. Awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah.
Cheryl Ann, forgiveness. Forgiveness.
Oh boy, that speaks words.
I'm sorry, please forgive me. And this can mean something that you need to forgive yourself for or others. And so this is part of the Hawaiian prayer, the Ho'oponopono. I'm not sure if I say that right, but that's how I speak the Hawaiian, which
Yep.
is, I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Yeah.
And the background color on this card is pink, and that's the color associated with the heart chakra. So love yourself in the process. If there's something you need to forgive yourself for, today is a perfect day to do that. Okay, and did we get everybody that's on the Zoom taken care of? Barbara, your
No.
color on the Nourish card was green.
And I would
Let
love
me
a card.
let me
This is
just
Carol.
verify that. Actually, it's more teal, but we're going to say that this is still healing. Archangel Raphael.
It's Carol, and I would love a card.
Carol?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes the cards come out more quickly than others. Carol. Dream.
Oh, wow.
Dream. And you've been talking about your dreams and posting about
Yes.
them.
True.
If
Well,
you
actually,
could,
the drawing I did last night was the Moon Dreamer, I believe, of the bird I did last night.
I haven't seen
Yeah.
that yet today, so I'll have to check that out. If you could do or be anything, what would it be? If you could do or be anything, what would it be?
I like that. Thank you.
To live the dream of your heart. And this is, again, the background color, the royal blue associated with Archangel Michael. So there's a lot of power and protection from Archangel Michael.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Janette, I have a question.
Yes,
For
Cheryl Ann.
For the forgiveness, is there an angel with that one? It's the pink, but
Yes. Somehow I'm thinking it's Archangel Haniel, who is the angel of beauty, and to remind you of your magnificence and your beauty.
Okay, so we have 5 people on Facebook who want cards.
Okay, great. And
Can start.
this is for Laura Barr.
Oh, okay, sorry, I thought you were done.
That's fine. And Laura, your card is healing, healing. And this is the green background also. My inner healer knows what to do. I am healthy. My inner healer knows what to do. I am healthy.
Thank you.
You're so welcome, and may that bless your heart. Our inner healer is so powerful. Okay, and Pam, you said there's 5.
Well, now there's 6, so.
Okay, great. Here's the first one is who?
Kelly Meyerson.
Kelly Meyerson, connection, reach out. Kelly, was that on your list? Connection? I kind of think it was. You were saying about establishing connections. And the background color on that is green, the healing color, Archangel Raphael. May that bless your heart.
Okay, the next one is Shelley Astroff.
Shelley Astroff, Shelley Astroff, Shelley, Shelley, Shelley. Shelley, you and Laura have the same card, courage, courage. And this is the royal blue background associated with Archangel Michael. Your heart will carry you through. And may that bless your heart with so much love, joy, and peace.
The next one is for Neelam.
Neelam? Ooh, Neelam's getting two.
Oh,
Nature and delight. So the delight card has the pink background, which is to delight your heart in nature. Go for a walk. I think you do get out and enjoy the beauty of nature to do your breath work. So nature, go outside, look up, be amazed. And this has the teal green background for healing. And the delight card, I look for the joy in my day. And this is a pink background associated with the heart chakra. And the green is the color of the heart chakra. So this feels like a double blessing for you, Neelam.
okay, the next one is for Bernie.
Bernie.
Now, are these the words of wisdom cards?
Yes, they are.
Okay, all right, so that's what he wants.
Bernie, Bernie, Bernie. Here we go. Discover, find the good. And Bernie, this is the blue background associated with Archangel Michael, who is the powerful right-hand angel, the head honcho. Discover, find the good. May that bless your heart, Bernie. Pam, do we have any others on
Yeah,
Facebook?
we got two more, and I'm
Okay.
hoping I don't screw up this name too bad. Maria.
Maria.
Papacho.
Okay, Maria. Maria. Maria, you're getting the nature card also. Go outside, look up, be amazed. And this has the beautiful teal background, healing, Archangel Raphael. The healing power of nature is so amazing. And may that bless your heart, Maria, with so much love, joy, and peace.
Okay, so then we have one more. Magdalena.
Magdalena, okay. Magdalena, long time no see. We just had coffee together yesterday. Intention, intention. I say what I mean to do, I choose to commit. So that falls right in line with our affirmation training of setting the intention. And when we do create these affirmations, that is setting the intention to have these words call forward the things that we want more of in our life. Laura, thank you for being with us and wishing you a day of courage and following your heart. Okay, we are getting close to the top of the hour, and I wanted to be very respectful of everyone's time. So do we have some questions? I have a question here, and what is this card deck that I'm using? And this, my friend and I created these cards. They're called Words of Wisdom Guidance Card. They're on our website. I didn't give Pam the link. It's on wellbeingandwonder.com.
I did post all your links in the comments if anybody wants to save their
Very good. Yeah,
chat.
if you want to save the chat, you go to the bottom of the chat and there's the more button, the three little horizontal dots. You can click on that and there's an option to save the chat. Does anyone else have any more questions? I have, Hamali has a question.
Well, it's just, you know, the card that you took out for me, Breathe. I just wanted to
Yes.
see what color that was.
Yes, it's the blue. It's the dark blue, which is associated with Archangel Michael for power. So this is using your inner power. Your breath is power, and it's our connection to the divine. Let me show you that again. Breathe. And it's kind of a royal blue, so there's a little bit of purple to it, like the divinity, associated with divinity.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So with our exercises, as we're finishing up today, you have some things that you can play with later on. You can play with creating your acrostic, which I talk about in the book chapter, and then you can read all of the words associated with it, and that can become an affirmation for you. And you might want to revisit the hands, what you want more of, what you want less of. Spend some time. You might even want to take this outside in nature and go sit against a tree or out in your backyard or near your catio and enjoy some time working on these. And you can visit my website, angelangles.com resource page, and there's a lot of variety of different affirmations for different occasions. So anybody else have any questions before we finish up?
Thank you, Janet, though. This was great. This
You're
was
so
really good.
welcome. Oh, I'm so tickled that you were here, Barbara. And
Me too, because I wanted to be
Yeah,
here, but I
because
thought I have a lesson at that time, but
yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't.
so that's cool. And Hamali was extra prepared today, so awesome. So thank you for sharing. As we part, tomorrow is Lilia's training. I think that's 11 o'clock Pacific time. And then Pam's training is going to be on Monday, August 3rd at some time that escapes
That'd
me at
be
the
10
moment.
o'clock your time for
10
mine.
o'clock my time. Okay, so that is 1 p.m. Eastern.
Okay, good.
And Pam, you've set up the event in the Facebook group under
Yeah,
events.
my event is set up, yeah.
Great. So thank you, everyone. I am so filled with gratitude for you to be here. And if I can support you in any way, my email is here, Janette@angel